Alright, I'm going to Baron Temple. Let's go to the temple. I wonder if they're collectibles. They're probably collectibles, or gathering points rather. Gonna try and avoid some fights, because they're kind of annoying to kill. Of course, if they rush at me like this, I have to fight them. But they're like infinite spawning, so I'd rather not. Would like their wolf hide, but they're so hard to kill. They're faster than me too. Don't suppose I have to kill everything. Though I probably do, because I have to find collectibles or gathering points. Did I poison him? I poisoned a spider. Isn't there another spider somewhere? I hear it. Where is it? Am I hearing the next room over? Must be. Or maybe I'm hearing this bat. Don't do it. Wait, I thought I opened the door. So I'm looking for fluorite, right? Hi. You're not allowed to climb. I don't know what it gives you, but you're not allowed to do it. Same with you. that all they drop? Found it. Bring it to the man. Alright, so I can just get out of here then. Cool. He didn't stop me this time. I keep thinking I opened this door, but I don't. Bring it to the man. I assume it's the man. The lover boy. Not the, strange guy's door. Entrance. The graveyard's gotta be relevant at some point. Probably a side quest, eventually. The only other place I haven't been to was the forest. That hasn't been a thing yet. How's my heals? I'm good. Could use a bit of health salves, but it's not that big of a deal. Not fighting anything hard yet.
The black scrawls here too?
I've noticed. Hey, you're back. Again. Not poisoned? Ouch. There we go. Now he's poisoned. Don't mind me. I'm just, Ooh, thanks. I appreciate it. Probably gotta reapply poison soon. My magic definitely has gotten stronger. Poison's gone. There we go. Damn. I'm trying to get better at fast aiming. That would have killed me. Again, he drops nothing. So much effort to kill him, and he's not giving me anything anymore. Maybe he ran out of words to give, but he's not dropping items either. I could upgrade a weapon. I think I have some materials, but there's not really need to right now. I think. This is already oh, this is level 2. Can't even upgrade that. Can't even upgrade that. Either that one. Wonder if you get something if it's fully upgraded. Can upgrade that. Oh, I need iron ore. Interesting. But I have item drop up. Why do I want that? Don't I have something better? Experience rate. This is nothing. Paralyze. Poison. Confuse. I kind of interested in confuse. Though it's probably not gonna apply often. I think Dark Blast is like the best to apply an effect since it hits so many times. What am I here for? Oh yeah, the guy.
Hey.
Here's the ore you wanted. Oh, thank you. Now maybe my girl will let me hold her hand. Here's the money for the material, and a little extra for your time. Huh? Hold on, this is way too much. Are you kidding? That's what fluorite costs you in the open market. I only threw in a few coins for your trouble. It's really that expensive. Hey, I learned my lesson last time. From now on, it's nothing but the best for my girl. The human soul is an unfathomable thing, indeed. Yeah, even to me.
Do you think it possible that this man is being deceived by his lover?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Then we shall inform him at once.
We'd better not.
Why not? Have you finally found someone you're unwilling to aid?
Relationships are complicated. I know it's hard to understand, but
There is nothing in the world that Grimoire Weiss cannot understand.
yeah.
Hey!
I feel like you can break something if you can climb up there. I guess that's it. That should be all of the quests. I only have 23 weapons. 51% quests. Thought I'd be at 52. It's really weird how the save points acts like a health shrine. I mean, it's not weird, but it's weird. Because, like, I don't really expect it to be a health shrine. But you should expect a health shrine, like, near a save point. But some games don't even do that, so, yeah. Oh, he's back. Let's go again. I'm actually curious. Actually, wait a second. Let me just poison him first before I do anything. Is he poisoned? Okay. I want to try something. So, poison level 1. I want to put Confuse on him. Oh fuck, I didn't see that. Doesn't look like he's getting confused. That's quite a few hits too. Okay. Let's poison him again. I think he's poisoned. Alright. Next I want to try the other thing. Paralyze. Does Paralyze not work on him too? Doesn't seem like it. I'm gonna go with no. Alright, let's poison him again. Ow. Don't do it. Why'd you attack me? Did I hit you or something? You don't deserve to live after that. Oh no. I knew it. Nothing again. Sort of want some iron ore. I mean, I could probably buy it from the shop. Now, which one's the material shop? Was it you?
Hello.
You are groceries. It was this guy, wasn't it?
How are things?
You don't sell metals. Back to seafront. You don't have any new weapons, do you?
Hello.
I ain't fighting him again. I'm gonna get one shot if I fight him again. If he gets lucky enough to hit me. Rather heal and then fight him afterwards. Haven't hit that wall in a while. Was it either of these? Nope. What do you sell? Items. Right, I forgot I had those drops. You're the fishmonger.
Hello.
Other materials. You do not have iron. I mean, Facade might have iron, but that's a long way. I think I'll just go to Yona. Did I just walk past the boar? That's one good rock you can't get past. Fuck it, I'll just walk the rest of the way.
Black scrawls here too?
Hey, listen.
I have a lot of gold now. That's probably going to become irrelevant in a bit. Because new weapons are going to be on sale probably, and they're going to cost a lot, if I had to guess.
Hi there.
Yona? Oh, hi Dad. How are you feeling? I'm okay. Sometimes it still hurts, but that fish medicine you got helps a lot. Good. Dad? Are you gonna stay here tonight? I'll stay with you. Yay, Dad's going to stay home tonight. Easy, Yona. You'll hurt something. Tch, I don't care. I'm just happy I get to see you. It's late. You should get to bed. Okay, night, Dad. I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't. I try to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face, expressionless, as his lips slowly flutter. What is he trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S. Then there's an E. Is there an X at the end? I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. Sealed verse. Oh my god, it's a sealed verse, the thing I am looking for. The key to saving my little girl. I stare at the boy with renowned ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Dream? What? What the hell does that mean? The lips move again. Faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it. I can't make it out. I want to scream. I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead, I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final word. Forest of Myth. So, that's where we go to next. It's the only place I haven't been to, really. Whoa, that was a messed up dream. I never thought I'd be hunting sealed verses in there.
Oh!
Morning, Dad. Hey. What's wrong? You look tired. And you have these weird black circles under your eyes. It's nothing. I had a strange dream. And I didn't sleep very well. Oh, I have weird dreams all the time. I know. Actually, I had a totally weird dream last night. Did you know? There was a boy and me, and we were playing this game together. What kind of game? It was called Guess the Word. I think he made it up, because I never heard of it before. How did it work? Well, the boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out, so I had to guess what he was trying to say. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play this dumb game instead. What did he say? I don't know. All I could figure out was Dream and Forest of Myth. But he said he'd be back, so I gotta study. Then I can figure out everything and win. You're going to help me study, right, Dad? Yeah, sure. You appear to be lost in thought. That frightens me. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on. I need to ask Popola something. This might unlock a new area after I go to the Forest of Myth. What's up, Popola? Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail. Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be dream able to get your advice dream on the matter. Recently, there have been dream reports dream of a certain dream of dream, evil, dream, Empty, dream, curse. Dream, 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 evil. Words, and dream, and someone. And a lot of dreams. That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing. Yeah, it's strange alright. Who's it from? The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north. The Forest of Myth? They're a bright and talkative group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this. I'll check it out. You will? But don't worry about it. I got business there anyway. Oh, well, alright, thank you.
Say.
The village to the north, after you cross the small wooden bridge, is in the northern plains. They're very talkative, according to Popola, but when I went there the first time, they didn't say a word to me, they just ignored me. I got pushed out of the way right there. That was weird. Oh. Okay. Does Devola have any quest for me? I just realized Popola and Devola have like similar names, and they have similar hair. Are they sisters or something? And they both can sing. Did they ever say what they are? Maybe they did and I forgot. Oh wait, there was one more thing I wanted to check in the library. The boss room, or whatever that trophy room is. And why is it there? Were you always here? So technically, yep. Which boss is this? Oh, Junk Keep. Why am I missing this one? That's strange, I'm missing this row. Because it seems to be going from left to right. I am missing a boss. But I've been everywhere, haven't I? It had to be between the first and second boss. The first boss was in the temple. The second boss was in Airy. Or, I guess it's the third boss, considering it's the third slot. Strange. Is that bridge being built? I swear that was like broken more before. Pretty sure that was more broken before. They're everywhere. Did you just spawn? Get out of here. Ordering allies. But you can have more than one ally. Dark Wall. Select orders which start to direct your allies in battle. Did they lose aggro of me? That didn't one-shot him. Lugs. Magic is minus 6% cost. It's not that big of a deal. Sort of looking for some iron ore, but I can't find any. Probably not possible. Where's the boar? We're gonna poison this boar. Yeah, it's poisoned. Deal with it. Can't hit him with that. Did I just put confuse on him? Wait, what's on my weapon right now? I put confuse on him. Ore. I need iron. Yeah. Alright. There's like boxes I can break around. I need some of them. Or not. Can't find any of them.
Hi there.
Hey. Don't mind me, I'm just going around your village, breaking your boxes. Stealing what you have.
Hey.
Hello? Real bright and talkative people, Popola. Beware. Beware the words. The words? What do you mean? Contagious words. Those who dream. Those who dream. Hold a moment. This is a strange new sensation in my mind. Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way. It is not quizzical. What's going on here? The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes. Perhaps we should start by asking this man. Who are you? This is Vice. We heard something happened to this village, so we came to help, see if we could help. Villager stared at him and Vice. If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream. How's that again? The villager explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined that the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly. Now see here, he said. Are you saying that we've been absorbed in your dream? Well, yes, said the mayor. I think you have. Oh, crap. So that means we've caught the Death Dream. Before the mayor could confirm his suspicion, Vice exploded with rage. Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable, on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep. The mayor attempted to take Vice's complaints in stride. That's just how the Death Dream works, he said, brushing aside the book's remarks. My remarks shall not be brushed aside, fool. And it will behoove you to remember that this world allows me to view all of its narration. What is this? The mayor twisted his mouth into an embraced grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village. Something there must have caused you to enter my dream, said the mayor. A certain conversation, a specific word, something. They racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations. Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations. The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride. It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly. Irritated, Vice looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens. I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already. The anger created by his harsh words bent over to him like a contagion. Wait, he said suddenly, did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, the villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. Well, he must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming or something. That dreams, or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, his face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding of his approval. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month I've done nothing but study the disease we call the Death Dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused. A grimace crossed his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping it off at the tip. I tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment. His unfocused eyes stared at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. The mayor's voice took on a note of steely determination. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Why are you? Look, if we can be of any help, just ask. Hey, hold on. I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from him to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss. And dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two. He called us the departing forms of them. We're all counting on you. As he slowly faded into misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? His mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours later, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd be confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed around him. Oh my god, I can't read anymore. My eyes. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging him to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless root turtles being more adept in navigating the environment, he snapped. You know what, Weiss, he cried. Go to hell. We're stopping. I need a rest for a few minutes before I throw up. He leaned against the wall and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so goddamn big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, and cacophony of insects sprang to life. As if infuriated by his lack of respect, every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out with a volume that rattled his teeth. He slapped his wrists over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what the hell is going on? He could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insect screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as his ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, The sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear, listened to the creatures of the woods. Shri, 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 shri. Shack, shack, shack. Kshi, kshi, kshi. Huma, hua. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, he began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1, with it suffers. 2, with it is ideal. 3, with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. This kind of thing happens a lot in dreams, right? Maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it suffers, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? The answer is over. None of these seem right. A woman. There are plenty of things in this world that could be difficult to handle, but one can drive me to my wit's end. It's a woman. Vice's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Reen, reen, wah, reen, reen, wah. When he came to, he was again surrounded by the sounds of insects. The cries of the insects were creating words that he had heard somewhere before. Looks like I got it wrong. Secret? Inwardly furious that Vice left the task to him, he sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. This forest undergrowth parted before him like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, he moved on with new intensity. Path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. Guess the forest had accepted us, huh? He said after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, he picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When the night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Vice. Now answer it. He gritted his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When the night falls, I vanish. What am I? The sun? A bird. Vice emitted a low groan and fell to the ground with a thump. Surely even your foolishness is not so profound. I guess you're right, Sid, he said. That doesn't make sense, does it? It's gotta be a letter. Indeed, said Vice. I am so very tired of letters. Sprouting legs and fleeing from my room into dead of night. Crap, yeah, that doesn't make sense, does it? Vice turned to him and flirted his pages sadly. Perhaps I should have taken on this challenge after all. Oh, man. Alright. Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey look, he cried, awaking Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. This is really interesting. Maybe I should talk about this after it's done, but you don't actually see any of this. You just imagine all of it. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. Weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? He walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door creaked open. A small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. He began. But before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but I end the night with 3. What am I? He tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vice, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, he said. Well, at least it was an easy one. Easy? I don't know this. 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, end with 3 at night? I don't know this. Sure, man. Why not? The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct? Wait, how is that correct? I don't understand. Okay. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, he cried. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. You saw... Wait. You saw what? I'm sorry. I don't understand a thing you just said. It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the man at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As he watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When they returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught the sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped his and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. He withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed at his, filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Wait a second. That's crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? This is one hell of a story. Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Him and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Weiss, it is the words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. The first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clearer that they had awakened from their dream. He shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. We made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an odd voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked once, twice, as though not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream had started to spread through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at him and shrugged. Without a word, the fighter reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some time getting used to. A wry smile crossed the mayor's lips. You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure, said Vice. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on his unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Vice. We should not put our fate in the gods. Why is this narration still going? The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. They could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Vice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, he mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle, the mysterious word he had left with them. I once saw a vision of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound weird, but I have a feeling I've seen you before too. He tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's probably some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. He gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. I wish I understood what the hell was going on here. That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all. Oh, thank you very much. Now I can finally return to a normal life. This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered. I know. That's why I have to help the other villagers, no matter what. Ugh, so much reading. Dark execution. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Charge to increase the number of spikes. For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort. Yes, all that touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village. You'd think too much, Vice. Alright, let's have a look at this. Okay. I cannot aim this. Okay, interesting. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do either. I wonder how the damage is on it though. Don't make me go into your dreams too. This must be another person infected by the death dream. It would appear that way, yes. No, not yet. It's way too much. That's a fucking novel I just read. Okay, I'm not reading this if it's gonna be the same thing. Gods, please don't tell me we have to go back in there. I'm no good at this mind game crap. I'd rather hit something in the face than be done with it. Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission. Yeah. Okay. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh. For now I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked under a stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside I hear words of a funeral dirge that seems without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Hey, anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say, my savior. I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cried. For the love of all the gods, help me. And possibly I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired man and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimvar Weiss. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand, we shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as him extends his massive hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are as keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I never thought I'd hear the rain again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my feet and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes with each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know that you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. That's the only option. At the end of the corridor, I found a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of grey matter. It had been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I can see outlines of door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away with the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound. Whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the doors and leaving the most terrible of rooms. I squint down the corridors and proceed. Let's go back south. Oh my god. It's a mind maze. Okay, so I just went east. So let's go north. Oh my god. So south is going backwards. Let's start west. At the end of the path, a row of heavy wooden casks lie on their sides in a dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine. My thirst roars to life. I cannot remember the last time my parched throat had relief. I've already forgot the map in my head. God, this is too much. I scramble to the first cask and pull frantically at the cork. The theft of a few cups means nothing, I tell myself. The casks will be ruined by the flood regardless. Finally, the cask surrenders to my attack. The thick red liquid bursts forth from the hole. This is no wine, it is blood, still warm from the body. Whether animal or something else, I cannot say. The foul liquid soon mixes with the rising flood waters, creating warmth that laps against my thighs. By the gods! Are the rest of these casks filled with blood as well? I lack the courage to confirm my suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee, but my weakened legs betray me, sending me toppling over the red ocean below. The smell of death is everywhere. It threatens to consume me. I must escape this hell. Crawling on all fours like an animal, holding back screams, lest any foulness enters my mouth. I lurch forward, through the red waters and out of the room to freedom. I need to get a drink. I'll be right back. Alright. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed east. The water has risen to my chin and now laps greedily at my mouth and nose. You dumb bastard, he shouts. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of his insult is cut short by the rising of water. Grimmer of ice, wet and tattered, floats in the water's surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Game over! I took the wrong path. Oh no. You can game over in the dream sequences. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, let's try that again. I'm gonna skip all the text up until that point. There's just so much text. Okay, proceed north. East. North. So I went west last time. Let's go north. At the end of the path, the water rises to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually, I can stand the sight of the waters no longer, and so turn my eyes upwards. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth, decorated with a motif of flowers and birds. While encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet, as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by the most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner, a fellow inmate, trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived. But it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough shielding my eyes. I paddle forward towards the water. I squint down the dim corridors. East. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The water-lodged red carpet squashes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table, upon which rest china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feat. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the tables, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head. But as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recall in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse. All are, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the dead. I take a moment to steady my shaken hands, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chair upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chair proves to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the corpse beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps fanatically at the possibility that these souls have committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they have committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these fortunes. This was their last supper. Wait. Which way did I come from? Came from west, I think. Yeah. No. Yeah. Let's go north. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break down, someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with them, I slam my body against a thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled in front of the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding. But to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight, trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Asked Vice. Then you are a woman, madam. Yes, I am. I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see the one known as him is disappointed, as the thorn dress will be given no further description. But he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forward to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades. Do you have anything to say about this? Hopefully there will be no more labyrinths next time. I hear ya. Too much text. Way too much. Alright, that's probably the last one coming up. Unless there's another person somewhere. And another victim. This work certainly is trying. I'm surprised, Vice. You're a buck. All this word stuff should be right up your alley. Yes, quite. Well, enough chatter. Let's be off. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. They had never seen such heights, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in. Hey Vice, we keep walking, but these things don't get any closer. I don't get it. Are they really that big? As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with a renewed ferocity. Perhaps they are some manner of mirage, he said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. He nodded and swiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their homes. The heat reflecting from the road made him lightheaded. Suddenly he dropped to his knees and slammed his head against the black surface. God damn it, he said. Is this some kind of joke? Well, I'm not laughing. 1 second. The complaining had already begun. Vice tried to not let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said. No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply a manner of grand artistic work. Oh, come on, that's bullshit and you know it. Possibly, but thinking of it this way might make it easier for you to bear. He glanced at Vice's grinning face, cursed silently to himself and resumed walking. As time passed, his feet grew more painful and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to treat his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Vice, in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, he lifted his gaze. Suddenly he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road. With his mouth and eyes wide open and his fingers pointed to the distance. Water, he cried. It's water! Water? Asked Vice. Preposterous. I don't see any water. It's right there, idiot. Can't you see it? Look, the sun is reflecting off it. Without waiting for a response, he sprang to life and bounded towards the sight. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. He closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up behind him, chuckling softly. I believe this is known as mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. He shook his head bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there. He sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, he came to a halt. Could have sworn it was right here, around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour, until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to him and struck him in the face with his cover. You damn blithering idiot, stop this at once. There is no water here. His face clouded. There isn't? There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the City of Art. He looked up, stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Our journey was at an end. They're huge, he cried, completely forgetting the heat and the pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected the light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to have nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? He said. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of material they have never before encountered. The sheer variety of colours and styles were staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, they eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. He uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word, chiseled into the right arm. One read alpha, one read beta, the final one read gamma. As he moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures, alighting on the statue's shoulder. It emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring colour form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, he said. They're alive. The triplets bowed before him. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to him and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake. You know I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one around here. Their respective pleas given, the tree statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. When you consider all the statements, only one of them can be the real thing, said Vice. He furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are fake. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. I mean, technically they could all be false. I'm guessing it's Alpha, because he said to get him out of the nightmare. The real one is Alpha. The eyes of the statue shone with an eerie light. The light grew stronger and stronger until he and Vice were forced to turn away. Did I get it wrong? Well, that was a mistake. Yeah. We'd best act more carefully next time. This is the worst job ever. Here we go again. I didn't game over though. Alright, time to skip all this. So what if I say I don't know? They don't give me enough information to make a logical guess. If Alpha is not right, then... I mean, it's obviously one of the other two, but... Alpha's a fake. Oh no, that's Beta. So that Beta's a fake. I don't have a clue. He took a long look at the statues and tried to clear his mind. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered tree sculptures in the shape of humans. Uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally. Wait, what? It just repeated it. Okay. They don't give you enough information. Let's go Gamma. Real one is Gamma. Alright. We brute forced it. If the real one's not Beta, then I don't know what... I don't know. At least this is the last one. I don't have to read so much ever again. Though his voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Vice nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Vice in a dry tone of a lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, the theory crumbles. Oh, okay. Now let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which leaves us with two statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma lies would make sense, therefore Beta must be real. Okay, so there was enough information, I just didn't see it. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Vice in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Vice. Have you been to this city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu, he muttered. It's just like that damn mirror. The vague sense of unease that struck him during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind. Okay, that was terrible. I am positive I've seen that place before. Stop. I can't get enough foreboding crap from everyone else in my life. Don't you start to. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up right. If the mayor's assumption was correct, I think I've had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hear you. Let's go see the mayor. Wait, that was required? I thought that was just a side quest.
Hello.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you. Faith. Holy crap. Can I really have this? Of course. It's apparently a weapon for some renown. But we have little use for it. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you again for everything. Oh my god. Still weaker than whatever I'm using. I can almost upgrade it. A sword carried by the world's most loyal servant. Like that loyalty. The sword's blade is straight and true. Did I read this one? Robs its wielder of its life force. Wait, what? What was that? Legend holds that it robs the wielder of his life force. Maybe I have to hit something. So how was the village? Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words really. Huh, neat. Let's go back to Popola. She'll probably know what's going on in there. Or she'll probably want to know what's going on in there. I wonder if this weapon description doesn't mean anything. I just two-shot that sheep. Wait, what? Why? Hold on. I need to test this out some more. Okay. Then what about you? Oh, you still one shot. Okay. I thought I did less damage with this thing. Hi. I hope you're not angry. You're confused, yet you still... Hold on. Hold on. I don't actually know what confused does. But... maybe paralyze has some more better effect. boar liver. Probably should start killing that thing more in case I need whatever he drops. Can I fish down here? This looks like a fishing spot. I guess not. I don't know what it is. I wonder if it's the same as the other one though. And we'll try it. So I can one-shot sheep now. Then what about shades? I tree shot them. I doubt Tafula has any new quests for me. But I'm gonna check anyways. Did that stream is such a strange illness. I'm so happy you saved those people. Yeah, dealing with those words was a pain in the ass. Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again. You guys did well. Oh. Huh. I almost forgot. Yona was looking for you. Oh. She said she needed something from you. Time to go play daddy for a bit, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Popola.